said unto Balak, spake I not also to thy messengers, which thou sentest unto me, saying, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the commandment of the Lord to do either good or bad of my.
So that proves right there that these gooks, they don't believe in the Most High. They believe in their gods. Go ahead.
It says, to do either good or bad of mine own mind, but what the Lord said, I will speak. Now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee.
Now, this guy, Balaam, got the message from the Most High, because when you read in the 23rd chapter, he was on his ass, and the ass started speaking. That's why I said you got to read the whole story for yourself. So he said, look, I can't go beyond what the Most High told me. Whatever the Most High told me, I gotta do. I got to go by. Going back to these clowns out here, you know them because we always bring them up. I don't even have to mention their names. They're reading the scriptures, but they're teaching the scripture opposite or the wrong way. They're teaching that the nations can make it. And the nations are not going to make it. You shouldn't be concerned about them. They're not concerned about you. And Balak wasn't concerned about you. Go ahead. That's why you're going to be destroyed, man. Go ahead.
And now behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days.
Now the latter days we in the latter days. So this goes back more than going back 3,000 years. A little bit more than 3,000 years. Matter of fact, what does it say? It should be 3,000 plus, which is about 3,500 years ago, or close to that. That was just when the children of Israel, our foreparents, came out of the land of Egypt. So this is what he's talking. Almost 3,500 years ago, he prophesied something that's going to happen almost 3,500 years in the future, and we're living in that time right now. All right, go ahead.
It says, and he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor have said, and the man whose eyes are open have said. He have said, which heard the word of the Most High, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be.
There goes Edom. Edom is in there. This is a prophecy. Who gave Balaam the prophecy? The Most High gave him the prophecy. The man whose eyes were open was given the prophecy by the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because there were people outside of Israel that knew about Allah Shadya, that knew about Yahweh, and how Yahweh came to the king of Pharaoh during the time of Abraham and Sarah in a dream, and said, if you touch this man's wife, you're going to be put to death. So they feared the Most High. Go ahead.
And a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall...
Now look up the word valiantly in the Hebrew. Numbers 24:18. Yeah, let's see what that says. Because we're the chosen people of the Most High. The Rothschild try to make themselves the people of the Most High. You're not. Just because you went into the land of Israel, that the Most High is not blind. All right, got it?
Yeah, the Hebrew word there for valiant or valiantly is in the Hebrew is halal or chayal, which means strength, might, efficiency, wealth, army, strength, ability, efficiency, wealth, force, army. Down down here it says especially warlike.
Especially warlike. So the Most High is going to make us warriors, conquerors, destroyers. All right? Go ahead.
And Edom shall be a possession. Seir.
We're not going to have any mercy on you fucking Edomites and you Moabites and you other nations.
Yeah, this is the book of Micah 4:13. It says, "Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth."
We don't even have to explain that. Give me, this is Jeremiah 51:19.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord.
So that means we're going to get them Rothschilds too. You Rothschilds, no matter how many trillions that you are in possession, you're going to lose all that, man. And you're going to be shackled up. You're going to go from that great height, and you know it too. You devils know it. And you're going to go down to, you're going to be a nobody. You're going to be the bum of the earth, the thing that you're supposed to be. All right? From riches to rags. Okay, is there more to that? Go ahead.
Numbers 24:8. And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations.
Yeah, that's that scum, the so-called Jew. Go ahead.
But his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Yeah, you know what that means, perish forever? Do you know what that means? Look that word up, perish. Let's see what that word means. Yeah, 2011. Not the best time to be an Edomite.
Yeah, the Hebrew word there for perish is abad. Oh, no, I'm sorry, abad. Abad, which means destruction. Down here it says one who is wretched, unfortunate. Yeah, that's it.
The destruction. That's what it means. That's the meaning of the word. Go ahead.
And he looked on the Kenites and took up his parable and said, Strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock. Nevertheless, the Kenites shall be wasted until Ashur shall carry thee away captive. And he took up his parable and saith, Alas, who shall live when the Most High doeth this? And ships shall come from the coast of Kittim, and shall afflict Ashur, and shall afflict Eber, and he also shall perish forever. And Balaam rose and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way.
Yeah, so that's all I wanted on that. I'd like the brother to get me, the elder to get me the last article right there. Is China in the Bible?
Okay, this is dated. This is from the Trumpet. It's dated December 2010. It's a monthly magazine entitled "Is China in the Bible?" China, the next superpower. China, America's #1 enemy. Such headlines have become common. It is logical that the nation with nearly 20% of the world's population, the second biggest economy and biggest military in terms of manpower, would inspire such discussion. But will China become the world's next superpower? The truth is, you cannot know China's future unless you understand that nation's identity in the Bible, the only source that can reveal the answer. Yes, if you believe the Bible, you can actually know for certain, without a doubt, who will dominate the world very shortly. Hundreds of think tanks spend countless hours and vast sums of money in search of an answer to this question. Yet, the Bible reveals the answer if they would...
Yeah, Esau has what's called think tanks, where they get the most intelligent Edomites and of the other nations that they're allied with, and they get together and they brainstorm. They research certain things. They put their heart into diligently searching things out. And that's something that Jake doesn't do. So Esau is trying to figure out what the next step is going to be, what the next move is going to be. They know exactly what's going on. And they know that they're going down. They know that the Edomites too. They didn't figure that out. They didn't search out everything. Esau searched out everything. So they know exactly who Esau is. They know that they're the Edomites. But that's only for the elites. All right? Go ahead.
Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
What scripture was that?
Psalm 64, verse 6.
Now give me the book of Ezekiel, the 28th chapter, and start from the top. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord power.
Tyrus is another name for America. Go ahead.
It says, Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not the Most High. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, there is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches.
Right, so there's no secret. It says that thou art wiser than Daniel. Now, Daniel was known for his wisdom, man. So if Daniel was that wise, Esau is even wiser. So they know everything, man. They searched out everything, and they're constantly setting up think tanks. And they're brainstorming. And they're trying to figure a way out of this thing, but they're not going to come up with the answer. All right, go ahead, Ak.
Yep, reading on, it says, hundreds of think tanks spend countless hours and vast sums of money in search of an answer to this question. Yet the Bible reveals the answer if they would only believe. The Bible is a book primarily about Israel, physical and spiritual. When other nations are mentioned, it is typically in relation to Israel. In biblical times, the interaction between the Chinese and the Israelites was of no major consequence, and so China was rarely mentioned. However, the Bible does speak prophetically of China's role in end-time events. Technological advances in communication and trade have shrunken the distance between China and the modern descendants of Israel considerably. For an explanation of who these nations are, request our free book, The United States and Britain in Prophecy. Today, China has considerable global influence. Witness, for example, the amount of U.S. debt China holds and the huge trade imbalance between the two nations, and the fact that China is the world's most dominant trading nation. An understanding of these prophecies hinges on knowing the biblical identity of the Chinese people. Before delving into this, however, we must gain a basic overview of Chinese history. Go right into the next one. Go right to the next, Gog. You told me Gog and Magog. Right. All right. We're going to go down to the next section. Now, those of you brothers that have seen the show, you know you can get this page.